Hey guys, it's Laura Ledbetter here, coming to you live from Carver Elementary. I'm a second grade teacher and I'm going to be hosting this webinar today. And moderating, we have Frank.
Hello,
There you
I'm
go.
Frank Garza from Teach Fifth Grade at Stedham Elementary.
All righty, great job. So we're both happy that you guys have all joined us. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing rolling. Alrighty, 1, 2. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is go on to Class Dojo, and I'm going to share this screen with you. I'm going to share. All right, now you should be seeing Class Dojo. And for those of you who are not familiar with Class Dojo, the website is www.classdojo.com. Class Dojo is a web-based program in which it's a behavior management tool for the classroom. Each student has a profile, which in our case, it'll be each house has a profile, complete with his or their own avatar, to which you can assign a positive and or a negative point or dojo. This can be done for houses as well. For those familiar with Class Dojo and currently using Class Dojo, I would suggest setting up a totally separate dojo account to use if you are doing this for your grade level or entire school. Class Dojo can be used on your iPad, your desktop computer, as well as your cell phone. At Carver, I was the person who set up the house Class Dojo. So this means I am the gatekeeper or the holder of the password for the Class Dojo. So to begin, you're going to need to go into Class Dojo and click Sign Up and create an account. And I'm going to walk through this with you guys. Now, you can choose teacher or school leader. I have chosen both. This time I'm going to choose school leader. And it gives us a House Dojo sign up page to create it. And on Class Dojo, you're going to need an email address to create this. Our email address that we used was a made-up one for Carver, and it was a Hotmail account. So in this case, I'm going to be using Carver Houses is my first name, Rock 2016 as our name, which is also going to be our email. And our password, which we were going to create, I always try to keep it something with our theme. So it's just on this one, it's going to be Carver Tiger 2016. Now, none of these passwords or emails are the ones that we use currently. I am a school leader, but I am not our principal. I'm just another school leader. And I'm going to click Get Started. I'm going to check that we are actually not in a school because we don't want to attach this to our school. And my Class Dojo has actually been created now. Once you have created your classroom dojo, you're going to have to create a class. And you will see your class where at the bottom where it says Add a Class. What we're going to do is click Add a Class. And you're going to give this class, oh, it's going back, I'm not a school, a name. And you're going to try to name it something that goes with whatever you're doing in your school, the theme of your school. In our case, we called it Carver Houses. And I'm going to just select second grade just because I'm a second grade teacher. I'm going to go ahead and add my class. And you're going to see that there are no house names yet. You're going to use your students' names, not your students' names. The student's name is actually going to be the names of your houses when you go to create your dojo. And just for our purposes here, I'm going to use our house names here for Carver. We have House of Armistice. I'm going to go ahead and add that one. And we have found that you have to have House of as the first part of the name, and then Armistice, I guess, is going to be the last name. House of the South. House of Satara. House of Ubunithu. And finally, House of, Mindy. And with that, I'm done adding my students. The next screen that you're seeing says to invite your students and parents. Go ahead and get the invites, but you're really not going to use them. We're going to go ahead and finish. It downloaded them for me, but I'm not going to worry about them. We're going to go ahead and skip that tour. Now you will see that you have everybody's house set up. The next thing that you are going to have to do is go ahead and customize the behaviors. And to customize my behaviors, I am going to go backwards. And, well, here. There we go. I clicked on one of my houses. Under your houses, you'll see behaviors that are already given. These are all positive behaviors. With Ron Clark, we try to always do our positive points, and we try not to give negative points. As some of us are all very well aware, some students often do better if they think that we are taking away points. So to accomplish this, we do give a needs work fake button, and we do assign it a 0 point. You'll notice in the green dots on each of these are all assigned 1 point. You can edit all the skills with the edit button. You could take away, you can add. I'm going to add a couple of them. One of ours here is being a good friend. And it's going to be worth 1 point. On this, you'll notice that you can choose different point values, and we have done different point values here at Carver for different things. Another one that's real big that we use is respect to everyone. I'm going to go ahead and show you the needs work, and we add the skill. We just call it fake button. And we're going to give it a point weight of 0. So oftentimes when you hit that button, it makes a loud buzzing noise. And the kids know that a point has been taken away. We're going to go back to our positive. What's pretty neat about positives is you can actually add in different things throughout the year. Some of the things that you can add are maybe like over the winter break, you may want students to read in the winter reading club. You want to add that in. And if they return their log showing that they did read every day for the days that they were out, their house might get 5 points. and you can save it on. Your ideas can pretty much be endless. Some of our fun things that we've done on this are House Spirit Friday. So when the kids are wearing their House Spirit colors, they get a point. We've done College T-shirt Thursday, attending a house event, making an AR goal at the end of the 6 weeks. And that also goes for MAP goals and iStation reading and math goals. And the kids really, really push themselves to get points so that they can get those goals or their points for their house. Okay, we've gone into this, and I'm going to go back to my class details and out. I'm going to go right back out of here. And I'm going to go back into my class settings. Now you're wondering, you have this house set up. How are other teachers going to be able to give points here or there in other houses? To invite your teachers, you have to share your class dojo with that other teacher. And this is where a little bit of work, it comes in, there's a little bit of work involved in this part. What you will do is click this little cog wheel. Once you click the cog wheel, you go down to share a class. And the way we've done it, and it worked wonderfully, is to have this screen totally pulled up during a faculty meeting. As the teacher comes in, they type their email address in for you. And you will eventually have everybody's email put in, and then you click invite. Once you invite them, they will receive an invitation on their email. And once they've logged in and set up Class Dojo, it'll add this to their email or their Class Dojo and allow them to give points to any child in the school. And our kids are sorted by houses. So it's not individual children, it's just by their houses. And you'd be surprised if you asked any child, kindergarten through 5th grade, what house they're in. They know exactly what house they're in, and they know that they're going to be earning points. So once you share your house, your class, or houses, you're ready to go. Now, at Ron Clark Academy, they like to display the points for each house in a central area. We went round and round thinking about how can we do that here at Carver? How can any other school do that? Our solution was a very large monitor that we have that has been mounted outside of our office. Our monitors run from our computers that's in our conference room. To display our house points, our wonderful CTA usually logs onto the computer and brings Class Dojo up, which automatically will display it on the monitor. And every so often, whenever anyone is in the office or runs through to pick something up, they'll run into the conference room and press the refresh button. This refresh button brings up our Classroom Dojo page so that every child in the hallway can see it. And the Class Dojo page that they see looks just like that, but they'll have lots of different points listed on theirs. Now, I think I've gone through everything on setting Class Dojo up. Class Dojo has made a world of difference in keeping up with points for our houses here at Carver. So much easier than the old school pencil and paper way. Plus, the students, as well as us adults, love the gratification of seeing our house points on the school monitor, especially if we're in the lead. I'm going to go ahead and open this up to any questions. And Frank is moderating, and he is ready to take them. I know that one question that did come up earlier was about sorting kids into houses. Some people sort kids into houses by different color ice pops at a grade level or a school-wide assembly. Carver is a very large school, so we had to divide our kids into the K2 and 3-5. That would have worked great. Here at Carver, we had a bracelet draw. We have different color of the little rubber bracelets, and they have our house names on them. And kids draw out of a paper sack, and whatever color bracelet they get, that's their house. Let's wait and see if there are any other questions here. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing the screen. And I'm back. I'll go ahead and turn my camera off. Okay, I wanted to go ahead and share my contact information, and I'm more than willing to walk you through or help you with Class Dojo and setting up your houses. My information is, my name is Laura Ledbetter, Ledbetter, and my email address is ledbet@garlandisd.net. And I am a second grade teacher here at Carver Elementary. Let's see. Okay, well, if there are no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and Frank will share the link that in the chat box that'll provide you your CPU hours. All right, guys, we thank you all for coming to our webinar. Thanks again. And I'm going to go ahead and close this webinar. Thanks.